Nikola Tesla is remembered as a true genius. He wasn't just an inventor or a scientist. He was a deep thinker and a dreamer too. Throughout his life, Tesla explored the endless possibilities of energy and electricity. Thanks to him, we have the foundation for tons of the technology we depend on today. But Tesla's legacy isn't just about cool inventions or science. He left behind a way of thinking that still inspires people all over the world. So, what can we actually learn from Tesla? In this video, we're going to break down the key lessons from Nikola Tesla, one of the greatest inventors and scientists ever. So, let's jump right in. Tesla was super passionate about bettering himself and picking up new skills, and he kept that fire burning his whole life. In his eyes, you should never stop growing and learning, no matter how old you are. Your life today should look a little different than it did yesterday. Here's a simple way to check in on your growth: the aha moment. Anytime you read a book, watch a movie, or try something new, if it doesn't make you go, "Whoa, I never thought about it like that," you might just be treading water. That aha moment means you're really amazed. Like, "How did I never know this before?" Or, "Man, that's genius." On days like that, your brain just lights up with new ideas. But if you're not getting those aha moments, that's your sign to hit pause and think for a second. If you want to keep growing and not feel stuck in a rut, those moments of surprise and inspiration are a must. Tesla failed plenty of times in his life, but every time he messed up, he saw it as a chance to learn and get better. He even said it himself, "I've failed a bunch of times, but every failure made me stronger." Sound familiar? Here in the States, we like to say, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Let's be real. Most of us are scared of failing. We think, "What if I screw up? What will people say? Am I gonna embarrass myself?" But you've got to shake off that mindset. Here's the thing. In life, there's always gonna be stuff you just can't control. You can't micromanage everything. So instead of getting down on yourself, accept what happened and roll with it. Just keep moving forward. A lot of failures are out of your hands too. What matters is, what can you learn from them? How can they help you level up and become a better you? Like Tesla said, failure just means you're figuring out which roads don't work until you find the one that does. Curiosity expands your mind and fires up your imagination. Curiosity is what drives all innovation and progress. I mean, think about it. If people weren't curious, we wouldn't have discovered electricity, built the internet, or sent folks to space. Curiosity pushes us to explore new frontiers, take risks that change the world, and see how far we can really go. So, feed your curiosity. Go out and try something new. Grab a book on a topic you know nothing about, or start learning a language you've always wanted to speak. Jump into a new hobby. Maybe it's coding, painting, or picking up an instrument. And don't keep your curiosity to yourself. Talk to people about what you're learning. Share your ideas and hear theirs. You'll open up new perspectives and find doors you never even knew were there. Here's the catch. As we get older, a lot of us stop being curious. We get stuck in our routines and stop asking questions about the world around us. But keeping your curiosity alive is key, not just for your job, but for your own happiness too. Curiosity is a hunger for knowledge. If you want to keep learning and growing, you've got to stay curious. Tesla faced tons of challenges and setbacks in his life, but he never threw in the towel. He once said, "To succeed, you've got to be ready to fail at first, and then just keep going." Still, let's remember that perseverance has its pros and cons. On the bright side, being persistent is key if you want to hit your goals. Tesla spent years experimenting, messing up, and failing. Sometimes, he stuck with a single project for ages. He knew he had to keep at it, stay motivated, and not give up if he wanted to make it. So far, so good. But sometimes, sticking with something too long can backfire. We can get so attached to an idea or project that we lose sight of what's actually possible. In those cases, pushing too hard for goals that just aren't realistic can leave us disappointed. If you want to turn your dreams into reality, you've got to stick with the right things. Even if things don't turn out exactly how you hoped, going after your dreams gives your life meaning, and that brings you peace and a real sense of fulfillment. Tesla's famous for his out-of-the-box ideas and his willingness to shake things up. Being innovative means thinking differently and taking risks. He used to say, if people are calling you crazy, chances are you're on the right track. He was never afraid of getting flack for his out-there ideas. As Albert Einstein put it, great spirits have always run into pushback from mediocre minds. Most of us are taught to think inside the lines. We're told to follow the rules and stick with tradition, and to play it safe. But thinking outside the box is absolutely crucial for innovation and progress. Einstein also said, only those who are really smart can change the questions. Asking questions is the first step to thinking differently. We've got to challenge the questions and assumptions we're handed. When we break out of old habits and open up our perspective, we make room for new and creative solutions. Tesla always kept his eyes on the big picture and focused on how his work would make a difference in the long run. He spent years, basically from the early 1880s to the mid-1890s, working on the alternating current, or AC system. That's something most of us don't even think about. Let's be real. Most of us get stuck chasing quick wins and instant gratification. But here's the thing. Everyone needs a long-term goal and a plan to get there. Like Confucius said, you can't go back to yesterday, but you can shape tomorrow. You can't change your past, but you can always change your future by what you do today. Time gives you a chance to decide where you want your life to go. The people who grab that chance are usually the ones who totally turn their lives around. Protect your mornings. Don't let those hours when your mind is at its sharpest just slip away or get hijacked by someone else. Mornings are prime time for working on your long-term goals. When you're at your most productive, say a solid no to time wasters, gossip, and busy work. People will value you and your time as much as you do. If you give your time away for free to anyone who asks, neither you nor your time will get the respect you deserve. That's why it's so important to set clear boundaries. Tesla believed that spending time alone was key to really getting to know yourself. He said, solitude is a wonderful thing and the natural result of freedom. It sharpens our ability to see, understand, and perceive everything. Solitude sets our thoughts and dreams free. We all need some alone time to really hear our own thoughts and find some peace inside. Even in a crowd, you can feel alone. And even when you're by yourself, it's not always easy to connect with who you really are. So ask yourself, what am I doing? Where am I headed? What's my purpose? Sometimes, life just tosses us around like a leaf in the wind, and it feels impossible to grab onto anything solid. To break out of that cycle, we've got to dig deep and take a real look inside ourselves. I'm not trying to get all poetic here. I just honestly think that's where real peace comes from. It doesn't matter if you're working the register or running the show. What matters is finding peace of mind. If you're not looking for peace, nothing else in the world will ever be enough. The most important thing is to enjoy the ride, whether you ever make it to the finish line or not. That means accepting and embracing your life, with all its ups and downs, or at least moving forward toward a future where you believe you'll find some peace inside. No matter where you are on your journey, try to really live in the moment. So yeah, Tesla was way ahead of his time. He dreamed up all kinds of modern breakthroughs, from wireless communication to wireless power transmission. Even with all his quirks, Nikola Tesla had an incredible career that we can all learn from. Just imagine how he'd feel if he knew the most cutting-edge car company in America is named after him. Like Tesla said, be alone. That's the secret of invention. Be alone, and ideas will come. From your habits to your quirks, take pride in everything that makes you, well, you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, own what makes you different and let it shine in your everyday life. And above all, go out there and create more of those wow moments.